Hare Krishna Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devidasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashomati Mataji, Dandavat Pranam Mata, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you for wonderfully chanting every day, Mataji. Please keep giving us your association. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvindax Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvindash Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances, Prabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for your association, Prabhuji. Please keep joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Mataji, please accept my Dandavat Pranam at your lotus feet, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all our Guru Maharajas. All glories to all the assembled devotees. All glories to your consistent, wonderful services, Mataji, your great chanting, your hosting. What else can we say, Mataji? Thank you for blessing us. Please keep giving us your association. Hare Krishna. Anybody else who would like to announce their name? Okay, our next session is going to be the study of Srimad Bhagavatam from Canto 7, Chapter 7, verse number 17. And His Grace, Kamal Lochan Das, is going to conduct the lecture today. I will go and try to introduce Maharaj in a very brief way. So His Grace, Kamal Lochan Prabhuji, was born in Mysore in Madhva Brahmin family in 1973. He was brought up in Andhra Pradesh in a very orthodox family where he developed a natural taste for inquiry into the mysteries of God's creation. He passed out of the Marine Engineering Research Institute in Calcutta in 1994. It is there in the college as a cadet he came in touch with the devotees of International Society of Krishna Consciousness. He found that all the unanswered questions were completely satisfied in the books of Srila Prabhupada. Still, as an engineering student, he studied Bhagavad Gita 5 times and mastered the Gaudiya Vaishnava Vedanta philosophy in a short period of 2 years and was initiated into the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya by His Holiness none other than Gopal Krishna Goswamiji. Gopal Krishna Goswamiji ki jai. He joined the Merchant Navy as an engineering officer and worked for 3 years. During this time, he felt the urge to teach the message of Gita to children and youth who are misguided by consumerism. So he gave up his lucrative job and joined ISKCON in Mira Road, where he was promoted as the vice president of ISKCON Mira Road within a year and is currently the co-president of ISKCON Mira Road. He is also a visiting professor in MS University of Management and Social Work. What a wonderful introduction of His Grace Kamal Lochan Prabhuji. Prabhuji hasn't yet joined, so we will continue to chant, or even better, if devotees, if you would like to unmute yourself and announce your name so I can welcome you with your name.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indulekha Karna Devidasi from England.
Hare Krishna, Indulekha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for your association on Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, Mataji. Please keep joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Lal.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call every day, Mataji. Please keep giving us your association. Hare Krishna. We can continue to chant if there is no other devotee. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Krishna Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Krishna Krishna.
Has Prabhuji joined? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Kamal, Lochan, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet, Prabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to all our Guru Maharajas. Prabhuji, whenever you're ready, if you could kindly speak a few words from Canto 7, Chapter 7, verse number 17. You can take over the call, Prabhu, whenever you're ready. Hare Krishna.
Seven 32.
So verse 17,
Yes.
Prabhuji, chapter
No,
7.
no,
Oh,
no.
verse, oh, yes,
32,
verse
32.
32. I
Yeah.
don't know why I
Yeah.
thought. My bad, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you
Om
for
Namo
correcting.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 7, verse number 32. Harihi Sarveshu Bhuteshu Bhagavan Aste Ishvaraha Iti Bhutani Manasa Kamai Taihi Sadhuman Manayet Harihi Sarveshu Bhuteshu Harihi Sarveshu Bhuteshu Bhagavanasta Ishvaraha Bhagavanasta Ishvaraha Iti Bhutani Manasa Iti Bhutani Manasa Kamaiste Sadhuman Manayet Kamaiste Sadhumanayet Hari Harihi, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sarveshu, in all, Bhuteshu, living entities, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality, Aste is situated, Ishvaraha, the Supreme Controller, Iti, thus, Bhutani, all living entities, Manasa, by such understanding, Kamehi, by desires, Taihi, those, Sadhu Manayet, one should highly esteem. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One should always remember the Supreme Personality of Godhead in His localized representation as a Paramatma who is situated in the core of every living entity's heart. Thus, one should offer respect to every living entity according to that living entity's position or manifestation. Purport. Harihi Sarveshu Bhuteshu. This statement is sometimes misunderstood by unscrupulous persons who wrongly conclude that because Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is situated in every living entity, every living entity is therefore Hari. Such foolish persons do not distinguish between the Atma and the Paramatma, who are situated in every body. The Atma is the living entity, and the Paramatma is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the individual living entity. However, in different form, the Paramatma, individual living entity, in different form, the Paramatma, Supreme Lord. Therefore, Hari, Sarveshu Bhuteshu means that Hari is treated as Paramatma, not as Atma.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, we cannot hear you.
Prabhuji, did you accidentally mute yourself?
Prabhuji muted himself, yeah.
Hare Krishna, Kamal Lochan Prabhuji, you are muted. We cannot hear you.
I'm not sure if Prabhuji can hear us.
Shama Gauri Mataji.
I think somebody needs to call him.
Yes, Mataji, he might have got some important call or something because I call him, he is on another call.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Thank you.
Mataji, can we read the purport?
Sure. Go ahead and read it. So, purport by His Divine Grace, Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hari Sarveshu Bhuteshu. This statement is sometimes misunderstood by unscrupulous persons who wrongly conclude that because Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is situated in every living entity is therefore Hari. Such foolish persons do not distinguish between the Atma and the Paramatma, who are situated in every body. The Atma is the living entity, and the Paramatma is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The individual living entity, however, is different from Paramatma, the Supreme Lord. Therefore, Hari Sarveshu Bhuteshu means that Hari is situated as Paramatma, not as Atma, although Atma is a part of a Paramatma. Offering respect to every living entity means offering respect to the Paramatma situated in every living entity. One should not misunderstand every living entity to be the Paramatma. Sometimes unscrupulous persons designate a living entity as Daridra Narayan, Swami Narayan, this Narayana or that Narayana. One should clearly understand that although Narayana is situated in the core of the heart of every living entity, the living entity never becomes Narayana. Hare Krishna.
ओमज्ञानविरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। सप्तकाञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So, sorry, got cut in between because some important phone call came. So now Narada is teaching bhakti to Prahlad. So Prahlad Maharaj says, when our father Hiranyakashipu went to Mandara mountain to execute austerities, the devatas attacked the demons. Then what happened? The demons were defeated, and Indra, he took Kayadu and he was drying. He wanted to kill the child as soon as the child is born, because she was carrying the baby in the womb. At that time, Narada, he comes and tells Indra, that the baby in the womb is not ordinary. I am Nishkilvishaha Sakshan Mahabhagavato Mahan Tvayana Prapyase Samsthan. Now, this child who is there in the womb, I am Nishkilvishaha, he is sinless person. He has no sin in the mind. Sakshan Mahabhagavato Mahan. He is Mahabhagavato Mahan. He is a great personality, great devotee. He is Mahan. Tvaya na prapsyate samsthan. Na prapsyate samsthan. He is not, he cannot be killed by you. Now, one of the reasons of appearance of Narasimha is to prove the words of Narada to be true, which comes in this particular chapter in text number 10. The 7th chapter, 10th verse says this thing. Taya na praptyase samsthan. Taya, by you, this boy cannot be killed, who is in the womb of this Tayadu. Satyam vidhatum nijabhutya bhashitam. That famous verse of the Bhagavatam says, Narasimha appeared to prove the words of his devotee as truth. Now, which all devotees' words have to be true, proved to be truth? The devotees' words, whose words have to be proved truth? Number one, Brahma's words have to be proved truth, because Brahma is a devotee of Krishna. Now, Brahma gave so many benedictions. He said, "Oh, you will not be killed neither in the evening nor in the neither night nor the day, nor outside nor inside, neither by human nor by an animal." So many conditions Brahma he gave, and Krishna had to prove the words of Brahma to be truth. Number two, Prahlad told that God is everywhere. He is in the pillar also. He is in the pillar also. So then, in the pillar where Brahma, now when the Lord had to appear in the pillar, because Prahlad has told that God is everywhere. God is in this pillar also. Now, the third devotee whose words had to be proved to be truth, that is Hiranyakashipu himself, because Hiranyakashipu is Jai Vijay. Hiranyakashipu told that maybe my death may happen because of this boy, because I'm trying to kill him so much, but he is escaping. Maybe my death is because of this boy. And those words of Hiranyakashipu also had to be proved to be truth. And here Narada is telling Indra, you cannot kill him. That means this boy cannot be killed. Narada has told. That is why Tvaya na prapsyase samsthan. So four devotees' words have to be proved truth. Brahma, then Narada, then Hiranyakashipu himself. And also he has to prove the words, Prahlad's words to be truth. So that is why Krishna appeared as Narasimha. Ityuktastam viha Indro. Then now, after speaking like that, Indra went. Narada kept, in Narada ashram, Prahlad Maharaj, means was in the womb, Kayadu was there, and after some time, he gave birth to Prahlad. So Prahlad was born in the ashram of Narada. The birthplace of Prahlad is a very interesting place. Next time when you come to India and you visit Pandharpur Kshetra, near Pandharpur, about say around say 30 kilometers from Pandharpur mostly, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes drive from Pandharpur, you have this beautiful place called Neera Narasimha. And that is a confluence of both rivers. That is river Bhima and Neera. Two rivers confluence there. The confluence, Sangam of Neera, Bhima. So in that confluence of Neera and Bhima, you have this deity of Narasimha, beautiful deity of Narasimha, established by Prahlad. And that is Narada Ashram. That is the center of the universe. And that is the place Narada, Prahlad was born, according to the Sthala Purana. Prahlad Maharaj's birthplace. And that is the place Narada gave teachings to Prahlad Maharaj. So the current section which is going on is the teachings given by Narada to Prahlad Maharaj. So Narad Muni is going on speaking. Prahlad Maharaj says that the merciful and capable Narada gave auspiciousness to her child and delivery after the arrival of the husband. So some people say that Narada heard Narada when he spoke, Prahlad Maharaj in the womb, and then Kayadu left, and then she gave birth in the palace. And some people even say that Narada, in the Narada ashram, Prahlad Maharaj was born. So according to Sthala Purana, Narada ashram, that is in Nira Narasimhapur, Nira Bhima Sangam. That is a place where you have the birthplace of Prahlad. Bhavatamape bhuyame. So if you do believe my words, he says, Prahlad says, we all have prema for the Lord developed for some bhakti through Narada's mercy. It arranged in me and many other people. So in this way, Prahlad Maharaj goes on describing about the instructions given by Narad Muni to him. So while giving the instructions of Jnana, Yoga, and many other things, now instructions of Bhakti were given. Among thousands of methods are there. Tatropaya Sahasranam, 29th verse. But Ayam Bhagavatoditaha Yadishware Bhagavati Yata Yair Anjasa Ratihi. This is an interesting verse. Tatropaya Sahasranam. 29th verse says, there are upaya. How many upayas? Sahasranam. Sahasranam means thousands and thousands of upayas are there. Tatra upayaha. For what? By which one can get liberated. One can destroy the reactions, the modes of nature. The karmic reactions can be completely destroyed. Trigunatmakam bija nirharanam yogaha. Bija nirharanam yogaha. To destroy the seed of material existence. To destroy the seed of material existence. Nirharanam yogaha. Then what is there? There are so many upayas. Sahasranam. Ayam Bhagavatoditaha, the process proclaimed by the Lord Himself. That is the most important. Bhakti Yoga is the most important. So by the practice of Bhakti Yoga, by the anga of Bhakti, Yadishware Bhagavati Yata Ye Ranjasaratihi. Yadishware Bhagavati Anjasaratihi. Ratihi means you will develop affection for Krishna. Anjasa. How? Very easily, very nicely. Anjasaratihi. 21st verse is a very interesting verse. Idishware Bhagavati Yata Yair Anjasaratihi. In the method whose anga, by practice of the process, bhakti appears in the heart, rati appears. There are so many methods which are described in the Vedas, Sankhya, Yoga, Karma, by which one tries to destroy the seed of material existence. But among all the things, the best method proclaimed by the sages is bhakti. Anga. Now, how is the bhakti performed? Bhakti is performed by the angas, bhakti angas, by which rati or prema is developed. Anjasa is a direct process. Bhakti yoga is an easy process. So it is achieved, that rati prema is achieved by practice, that is sadhana bhakti. Now what are the angas of bhakti? Guru Shushrusaya Bhaktya Sarvalabdharpanena cha Sangena Sadhu Bhaktanam Ishwararadhanena cha Tadhaya Tatayam cha Kirtaner Gunakarmanam Tat Padam Boruhadyanat Tallinge Tallinge Shanadivihi. So now after speaking about the process in general, that bhakti is a process, the easy process, the direct process, Krishna consciousness. So the angas of bhakti are mentioned. Few angas of bhakti are mentioned, that is 30 and 31st verse talks about the angas of bhakti, that is Guru Shushrusha, Ado Guru Padashraya, the first anga of bhakti is surrender to the spiritual master. Surrendering to the spiritual master is the first anga of bhakti. Guru Shushrusha Bhaktya. By devotion, one should serve the Guru. By offering him all that one possesses, all possessions, one should offer, surrendering to everyone. And then Sangena Sadhu Bhaktanam, and by association with devotees with good conduct, that is Sadhu Sangha. So now the angas of bhakti have been described. After describing the angas of bhakti, now Harihi Sarvabhuteshu Bhagavanaste Ishwaraha iti bhutani manasa kamaistehi sadhumanaye. Now comes how I should deal with the people in this world. Yes, I am practicing bhakti, that is fine. But how am I supposed to deal with people in this world? I want to deal with the people in this world in this way. That is, Harihi Sarvabhuteshu, Sarveshu Bhuteshu, Harihi Sarveshu Bhuteshu, Bhagavan Asta Ishwaraha. Bhagavan Asta Ishwaraha. Now you have to see that Krishna is in everybody's heart. You serve Krishna as in the deity form. Krishna in the deity form is served. But when you go out and meet people, you say, hey, he's Kachara, he's atheistic, he's that, who's that. You mistreat them, that is not acceptable. That is not bhakti. You should respect. Harihi Sarvabhuteshu, Bhagavan Asta Ishwaraha. By mind, one should respect all living beings. Because in everybody's heart, thinking that he is in everybody's heart. So this is the result of one's maturity in Krishna consciousness. One's maturity in Krishna consciousness depends on how you respect people, considering Krishna is in everybody's heart. If you don't do that, then there's no point in being initiated. Initiated devotee means one should treat Krishna, every living entity, seeing Krishna in everybody's heart. That's called jnana. So the subject matter is spoken everywhere. Somebody may argue, some devotees may argue, you are talking about Paramatma Tattva. That is for the yogis. Now, the Brahmavadis, the yogis, and the devotees, they see Krishna in everybody's heart, but at different levels of realization. So, seeing Krishna in everybody's heart as Paramatma is much more applicable to a devotee than for a Paramatmavadi or yogi. Is much more important. Because in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tad viddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshantite jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Upadekshantite jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. This verse is known to everyone, but unfortunately, the next verse, the following verse, is more important. Because once you get jnana, evan jnatma punarmoham evam yasri pandava. Yatjatmana punarmoham evam yasri pandava. Yatjatma, after knowing this, that means once you got initiated by spiritual master, that the Pranipatena Pariprashnena has happened. Then what is the result? The result should be that Yatjatma na punarmoham evam yasri pandava. Na punarmoham, one should not come back to the moha, punarmoha. Evam yasri pandava. Yena bhutana seshani drakshanyasma atmanyato mai. Yena bhutana seshani. Bhutani aseshani. There are so many living entities. Aseshani, unlimited living entities. Drakshasi, you see them as what? Atmani yataha. You should see that God is in everybody's heart. You should see them as connected to me. You should see them in connection with me. Drakshasi Atmani Yatha. So Mai means see them as mine. See me in them and see them as mine. So that is where the test is. Once advancement in Krishna consciousness is measured the way you deal with people. Seeing that Krishna is in everybody's heart. Unfortunately, we forget about it. Krishna says, Vidyayane sampanne brahmane kaviyastini svabhage pandita samadarshina. So Samadarshi is not just meant for some Brahmavadis and yogis. Rather, it is much more meant for us, for devotees. Whenever we hear about Paramatma, we think, oh, it's Paramatma, it's Ansha of Krishna. We are Bhagavan, we are Bhaktas. But being Bhaktas, we should be more careful of seeing Krishna in everybody's heart rather than anybody else. Somehow, because of the Sahajya mentality, the devotees sometimes they think that I am a devotee, so whichever verses talk about seeing Krishna in everybody's heart, Krishna being everywhere, that has to be rejected. And those people who talk about their Mayavadis or their Brahmavadis or yogis, they are not devotees. No. Because Brahmabhuta Prasannatma na sojati kankshati samam sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labate param. Madbhaktim labate param. So one who is Brahmabhuta Prasannatma na sojati kankshati. He has no anxiety and he has no aspirations. I have to attain this, I have to attain this. No. And either I'm going to lose it. No anxiety, no anxiety. Such a person, Brahmabhuta Prasannatma na sojati kankshati. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu. One who is samam sarveshu bhuteshu, one who sees Krishna in everybody's heart. Krishnantam Parameshwaram. That person gets bhakti. Just see. Such a person. Even if you see the Adhikaris, Kanishta Adhikari is one actually who sees Krishna in the deity and he doesn't behave with other devotees properly. Whereas a Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, he discriminates between four. The atheistic, the innocent, the devotees, the Supreme Lord. But Uttamadhikari, what is the Lakshana? Uttamadhikari, Yomam, Sarvatra, Sarvam Jai Pashyati, Syam Pranashya, Pranashyati. Krishna says, a person who sees me everywhere, Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra. Sarvam cha my everything, he sees that it is everything belongs to Krishna. Such a person, Jai Pashyati. Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra, Sarvam Jai Pashyati, Tasyaham na Pranashyam. Tasyaham na Pranashyam. Such a person, I never forget him. Tasyaham na Pranashyam. Sakamena Pranashyati. He never forgets me, I never forget such a person. There is a great love with Krishna exchanges with the devotee who actually comes to this platform of seeing Krishna in everybody's heart and respecting everyone. Among the four kind of anarthas which we have, Hriday Daurbalya, Sat Krishna, Hriday Daurbalya, Sat Krishna, and Aparada, and Tattva Brahma. In the four kinds of anarthas, one of the anarthas is Aparada. And in the Aparada, there are four kinds of anarthas further. What are they? Four kinds of aparadas are there. What are they? Vaishnava aparad, Seva aparad, Nam aparad. And the fourth one is Jiva aparad. So we say, no, respect the devotees, you should not do Vaishnava aparad. But apart from Vaishnava, there is Jiva aparad also. So seeing Krishna in everybody's heart is a very important thing for a devotee. That is why, after speaking few verses on Angas of Bhakti, the result of practicing Angas is spoken in this 32nd verse. What should be the result? That result should be realizing Krishna in everybody's heart. Realizing Krishna in everybody's heart. That should be the main thing. Haris Sarveshu Bhuteshu Bhagavan Asti Ishvaraha. So the Lord is sitting in everybody's heart as the controller. And we try to control our life. It is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. In spite of all our endeavors to control situations, we just cannot control. Reason is we are bound by the karma. By our own karmas. And we don't know what is going to happen to us and why we are experiencing all these good, bad, ugly things in our life. When Krishna is in your heart as karma phala pradata, karma phala pradata. Now, this Paramatma Tattva, we know that it is a partial realization of Krishna. So, one who has a full realization of Krishna as Bhagavan should also have a partial realization of Krishna as Paramatma. The problem is we think Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan are three different things. They are not three different things.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So this Paramatma is incomplete realization. It is not incomplete person. Paramatma is not incomplete. When you realize Krishna, the incompleteness of your realization to the extent that Krishna is manifestation, everybody's that is called Paramatma. So Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, all three are one only. They are not three different things. The absolute truth. When the absolute truth is realized only to a certain level of Sat and Chit, then you have Paramatma realization. So when you have Bhagavan realization, at that time, it includes Paramatma realization, Brahman realization also. So my bhakti is externally manifest in the form of seeing Krishna in everybody's heart. So we should not offend people on the name of we being devotees. Even the other person may not be devotee, but still you should know he's Amsha of Krishna. And not only is Amsha of Krishna, he is actually, there's an aspect of Paramatma sitting in his heart. The aspect of Paramatma sitting in everybody's heart. So that realization one should have. How to develop that realization is not ordinary, it's not easy. Oh, I go and see Krishna, go and see Krishna in his heart, Krishna is in heart, Krishna is in his heart. It is not like that. How to do that? The realization is a natural outcome of your compassion. When you have compassion, then this realization of that everyone belongs to Krishna and Krishna is in everybody's heart, it comes automatically. And what is the compassion translating it? Translates compassion. How does the compassion translate as in the form of preaching? Once Srila Prabhupada was traveling in a car along few of his disciples. Prabhupada was sitting in the front seat and three of his disciples were sitting in the back seat. And they were driving through, I don't know which city it was. It was a city in America. And the street on which they are driving through, that had all the sinful activities around. There are the nightclubs and that. So many were drunk, they were smoking, they were drunk, intoxicated, and prostitution. And the devotees were sitting in the back of the Prabhupada. They were all discussing among themselves. What was the discussion? They were discussing how horrible it is. They're all foreign people, sinful. They were discussing among themselves. Sinful life. They all go to hell. They were talking among themselves. Then Srila Prabhupada did not say anything. They were expecting that Prabhupada would also say something like that and appreciate their realization that they are saintly and they are sinful people who are outside. And Prabhupada was very grave. He did not say anything, so they just kept quiet. When they arrived at the destination, Srila Prabhupada got down from the car and looked at them and told, they are innocent. He said they are innocent. So these people were initially devotees of Prabhupada, disciples of Prabhupada. They saw them, others were on the street doing sinful activity as sinful, but Prabhupada did not see them as sinful. Rather, Srila Prabhupada saw them as innocent. Innocent, they don't know. That's called compassion. And he made them feel that you are now talking, you are sinful. What about you? You are also among them. And just by the eyes, Prabhupada commented, if I also had thought like this, oh, they are sinful, they're fallen, do you think they would be delivered? No. You may say it today, but there was a past sinner in you. So just by somebody seeing somebody doing something sinful activity, don't try to. Don't try to. They're sinful. Yes, but don't see them as sinful because Krishna is in their heart and they're all part and parcel of Krishna. So preach to them. That's not easy. It takes a lot of compassion. It takes a lot of compassion. So that compassion brings you the position of seeing Krishna in everybody's heart and seeing everyone in connection with Krishna. The strong sadhana and strong preaching based on compassion. That brings us to this point of what? Harihi sarabhuteshu sarveshu bhuteshu Bhagavan asta Ishvaraha. Iti bhutani manasa. Iti bhutani manasa. Within the mind, one should respect all living entities. Kamestaihi sadhumanayet. Kamestaihi. One should respect all living beings with their individual desires. So now they are suffering because of their individual desires. So how to get out of them? Installed desire to serve Krishna in their heart. So indirectly, this verse talks about preaching Krishna consciousness. By doing so, we not only advance in Krishna consciousness, we attract the mercy of Krishna. So it is the mercy of Krishna which translates the sadhana into bhava. So that is what is described in the next verse. Bhava. Rati. The main result of bhakti is bhava and prema. That is described in the next verse. See, the mood of preaching Krishna consciousness arises because of the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radharani. Now, somebody said, they are devotees, they are non-devotees. It's a sentence to say they are devotees, they are non-devotees. How do you define? Actually, everyone is a devotee. Some people have forgotten, some people are trying to remember, and some people remember or know. And we are in a, no, I don't say everyone, just to scam, are trying to become a devotee, are trying to remember that I'm a devotee, know that I'm a devotee. Because Mamaivam shows you loke jivata. Every living entity is a devotee. Everybody is part and parcel of Krishna. And some people don't know. So those who don't know, try to explain to them, start teaching. And we are trying to know, yes, understand that I'm a devotee of Krishna. If you know that you are a devotee of Krishna and remember that you are a devotee of Krishna 24 hours a day, then You will not do simple activity at all. You will not indulge in sense enjoyment. If you're 24 hours Krishna conscious and you chant Hare Krishna mantra, tears roll down to the eyes. It's not happening. So, we are sadhakas. Being sadhakas, we don't have any right to see that this person is sinful, he's like that, he's like that. No, no. Just show compassion. Because Krishna is in everybody's heart. Even if you are preaching Krishna consciousness, the result is not coming, somebody is not getting converted. Pray to Krishna. Oh Krishna, you are in everybody's heart. So please change their heart. That is the mode. Please change their heart. That is the mode. So stop here. Any questions, please do ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. What a brilliant class, Prabhu. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for explaining so nicely with so many different examples about the Paramatma and how we should see other people, how it should, their natural realization should come. Thank you very much, Prabhu. With your kind permission, we will go and start taking some questions. I see Jyoti Mataji. She has already raised her hand. Mataji, please go ahead and ask your question, please.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have two questions. The first question is there any sequence for the realizations when we practice Krishna consciousness? And second question is how we will understand that our reading and our services are enough for next day japa?
Okay, Madhu, can you repeat? I could not hear some part of it. Repeat.
Prabhuji, my first question is there any sequence for the realizations that we will experience while doing practices in Krishna consciousness? And second question is, I want to know how much reading is enough for tomorrow's japa to have an attentive japa? How we should gauge our consciousness?
Yes. Now the series is like this. The series is already described by Rupa Goswami by
Then I will revoke my blessing.
Adau Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sango Tata Bhajana Kriya Tata Nartane Vrittasya Tato Nishtha Rajistata Asaktistha Bhava Sadhakanam Ayam Premnaha Pradurbhavet Bhavitramaha. These 9 steps are there in to reach prema. Now, Adau Shraddha. Let us talk only one subject here, Shraddha. Other things, it's a huge subject matter. Shraddha means how much you are liking to hear about Krishna even though you don't understand. How much you like to associate with devotees. How much you like to chant. How much you like to read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Whether you understand or don't understand, that is different. Whether you are having realization or not having realization, that is all different question. Forget about it. If you are feeling that I need to chant more, I need to hear more. If you are able to feel this every day, and if you are not able to feel, should feel that why I am not able to feel. If that is there, that means you are progressing Krishna consciousness. Because in the initial stages of bhajana kriya, there are always ups and downs. Sometimes you feel good, sometimes you don't feel good. So the other realization one should have is to see whether I am progressing or not. Whether I like or not, I am going to do. If you are strong, if you have a strong feeling like this, whatever may happen, I'll do it. So that is a great achievement. That is a great achievement. So next step is what I'm supposed to do for increasing the quality of japa next day morning. The first thing is you're supposed to sleep well. You sleep well, keep your body healthy. If you're not well, you cannot chant nicely. Whatever it takes, the proper lifestyle, so that you have a healthy body, so that you can get up early in the morning. Many times people talk about getting up early in the morning, but nobody talks about sleeping early. You should sleep early and keep a good schedule so that your stomach is proper, food is digested properly. Morning 4:30, 5 o'clock, you wake up, you can finish your 16 rounds at a stretch 2 hours without any much problem. So many of us want to wake up early, but the key is to sleep early. Isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Eternally grateful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for giving the practical insight of the question that I asked. I'm so grateful. Danvat pranam to you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. We have Shukakara Prabhuji. You've raised your hand. Please go ahead and ask your question, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Kamal, Lochan, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. It's a wonderful class. At some humble obeisance. Prabhuji, you told about this in this today's talk about this Bhagavan and Paramatma. We know theoretically, we know that when realization of Bhagavan is there already, Paramatma and the Brahman is a subset of the main. Bhagavan includes both. So
yeah.
Why then unnecessarily people are arguing that? Because it's so clearly given that the whole is Bhagavan, and inside Bhagavan is a package, is Paramatma, and it's like one body, one part of that is only Paramatma and Brahman. It is so simply and clearly given by Prabhupada, and still people are arguing and unnecessarily complicating the thing.
True. Yeah. What we can do? They don't read Prabhupada books, that is the reason.
And Prabhu, can you just tell how to get this? You told about getting up early in the morning, all those. Whatever we do, still the taste, what you say, that to see the form of Krishna while chanting, those are all is not happening. Not able to see stage by stage development. Chanting is happening every day, 16 rounds without fail.
Yeah. Oh, that's happening.
The Krishna Katha Ruchi is there. Reading, hearing.
Oh, that's a big thing.
Giving class.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing. It's not easy to have Krishna Katha Ruchi. How many people are taking part in this program? Tell me. How many people have this Ruchi?
But the other one, how to improve that taste, that is the thing which is very important of the spiritual life.
Yeah.
That is happening like a mechanical, but when Bhagavatam comes, oh, it's nice, you enjoy so much, but not able to see something happening when you're chanting. You can see the form of Krishna, and you can see the Dhamma of Krishna, all those.
It is good, it is not happening. If it is happening, it is actually hallucination. It's abhas. It takes its own course. Everything takes its own course.
But in the lectures they are given that it will happen, it will definitely come one by one.
It will happen, right? And when it happens, you do not ask the question anymore. Like
the tears will come.
When a girl gets married, then naturally she will not tell her her love with her husband to everyone, isn't it? It's automatically like that. Okay.
Thank you.
So we stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Let's offer our obeisances to His Grace Kamal Lochan Prabhuji. Vancha kalpatarubhyas kripa sindhubevacha
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Bhagavatam
Srila Prabhupada
Jai.
Prabhupada ki
Jai.
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 Thank you, Prabhuji.
Lochan
Hare
Prabhuji ki
Krishna.
jai.